What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Pink Lee, host of the Ranting Raving Podcast. And today I have a very special guest with me. Today I have...
SHOTS by PLEX.
Hey, Plex. Thanks for coming by. Let them know a little bit about who you are and what you do in case they're, under a rock and don't know.
I'm the number one videographer in the game, pretty much.
Hey,
basically. I'm
that's
out
confidence.
everywhere, all the time, everywhere. I'm grinding, doing something with PD Crack right now. That's my most current project I'm working on. Yeah.
That's awesome. We were just talking about PD Crack on the show the other day. Actually, shout out to County Kravitz. And I think the question was like, name your five most influential, like anyone in Philly, like entertainers, sports, whatever. And PD Crack was like his number one. It was crazy. We were like, well, okay. Yeah. So shout out PD Crack. So as you guys know, shout out to Pink Drinks. Because without Pink Drinks, we couldn't even, that's our sponsor. We got to show them some love. So I think Plex today this is his first time having a pink drink. So, sure. we love first timers because we know they're going to come back and we know they're going to be like, oh my God, now I got to try this flavor. So he's trying the Toxic Tea today. If you guys haven't tried the Toxic Tea, check it out. It is a slow brew sweet tea with the keynotes being peach and lemon. Very refreshing. It's a great tea with that brandy in it. So yeah. Gonna kick you there. And then of course we have the tequila red on deck because you guys love that tequila red. Everybody loves tequila. So if you guys need a pink drink, you know where to hit me at Pink Drinks, PINKKDRINKKS. You can hit the order form in the bio, or you can just shoot a DM and we can deliver it, or you can come pick it up. So shout out to Pink Drinks. All right, so we're going to get into Words of Wisdom. As you know, we do a Words of Wisdom recap every week. Words of Wisdom will be returning in January this coming up year. So you guys keep a lookout for that. But we're on episode 22, and episode 22 was Get Out of Your Own Way. So in this one, it was pretty much sometimes we are in our own way, and there's multiple ways we can be in our own way, right? So we can sometimes be so caught up in not focused, right? So we can be on our own way because we're blocking ourselves from reaching our ultimate goal because we're not really focused on it. Not being organized, not having the proper tools, not being honest with ourselves. You know what I mean? If you can't be honest with yourself, then you really can't be honest with anyone else. And sometimes we have to look at the ugly parts of us, the hard parts, and be like, oh, I'm in my own way. And kind of just remove, and just fix things and remove ourselves so we're not in our way anymore. But Plex, have you ever found yourself a time where you were in your own way or seen it maybe?
Yeah, for sure. I got a little short story for you, right? Okay, so
we love a story.
When I started videography, right? My field is dental technology. So basically, I do dentures, crowns, these type of things. I make those things for people, right? So coronavirus happened. So of course, that's lungs, that's mouth. So all hospitals, all dental is shut down. So pretty much, I'm unemployed, right? Out of a job. So, but I didn't get out of my own way. Even in that circumstance, because it was very extreme. It was everything was shut down. You couldn't really go outside. Like I said, I wasn't working. So then everybody was telling me, Atlanta is open. Go to Atlanta and see what's going on in Atlanta. So I always wanted to do film because I love music videos. I grew up watching The Box. People probably don't remember The Box. I'm showing my age right now.
No. Shout out to The Box. So Shout out to The Box. I bring up The Box every chance I get.
That was the first
Okay, I got trouble behind The Box. Yeah, okay, ordering videos because you could look at all the videos on The Box now. You can see what videos were ordered.
Yeah, 106 in Park every day. I'm watching 106 in Park. So I got out of my own way. Got out of the dental field and started pursuing film. And I flew to Atlanta, and that's when I started my career in videography, for sure.
I love that story.
I really got out my own way on that one. Right?
Listen, first of all, you got out your own way, but you also bet on yourself, which is another thing that we talk about a lot here on the podcast, how important it is to believe in yourself enough to bet on yourself, and to also to have the proper knowledge, to seek out the proper knowledge to know that your plan is going to work because you've you know what I mean? You've thought about this. This isn't just some fly by night type of thing. So, that's a commendable salute. Shout out to you because not everyone can do that. People, even artists, I consider artists entrepreneurs, but artists have this thing where they are tied to that job. You don't understand. People will miss out on other opportunities because there's, I gotta work. Right. And for me, it's not like you can't do both, because we understand that the artist does need to, sustain themselves some way, but you know that you can change your availability to whatever you want. You know, you can choose what days you have off. So if you know it's a lot of events on, I don't know, if a Stereotype does their open vibe every first Monday of the month, I would take off first Mondays of the month. That's what I would do. So I could know that I could have that open opportunity, because I know more opportunities are going to come when I go to Stereotype Open Vibe Philly. So I don't know, just a thought for you artists. Not saying that, we all need the money, we all need the income, but just keep in mind that, everything is in your hand. You see Plex took a chance on himself, and it really paid off for him. So just take a chance on yourself and get out your own way. All right, so we're done all this lecturing, all this wholesome stuff. We're about to get into the wild card section. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. I was born
all
ready.
Right, so you are our guest. So I'll let you choose first.
Okay, so I'll just pick any card, right?
Yes, right. You can pick from the middle, bottom. It doesn't matter.
All right, so I'll just read it off to you.
Yep, you'll just read it. Yep.
All right. First one. Do you have a favorite compliment to receive? If yes, what is it and why? For me, huh? I got
Well, but we're both going to answer them.
Okay.
So we each answer both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have one? I don't know. It's kind of a weird question, but I thought, I don't know. I was like, I do. Maybe people do.
If people like my work, that's probably my favorite compliment. If they say, "Yo, I checked your videos out. It's dope," I'm like, because they don't know there's a lot of hours into it. Yeah.
Right. Now you like book me.
Yeah. Right.
Book me for your next shoot. Sure. No, that's what's up. So my favorite is smell. I like when people are like, "Oh, you smell good," because I like fragrances. Okay. So yeah, that's like my fave. And I thought about that too, because I was like, "What is it?" I was like, "No, that's really my fave." Like I'm always like, "Oh, thanks." So do you want to know what it is?
Like a big Sephora person, just like
not really Sephora. Yeah, not always Sephora, but just like nice scents. Okay. Nice scents. Right now, I'm like,
what kind of scents? Like, is it like Chanel high end?
No, I'll do anything. I'll do anything really, like anything that smells good to me. But right now, I have a Versace like crystal something. It's like pink. I don't know, but it smells really, really good. Like to the point where I just want to keep spraying it, just so I could just smell it. It smells really good. So y'all ladies, check that out. And shout out to Scentbird too. Scentbird keep you laced, keep you right. Actually, you know what? Not shout out, because they're not paying me yet. We're gonna figure that out. Y'all gotta pay me first, but we're gonna figure that out. All right, I'm gonna choose the next wild card. Where did you pick that card? Do you have the card? Okay.
I got it right here. Yeah.
As long as you keep it separated, it's fine. You can put it wherever you want.
All right, I'm putting it over
All
there.
right. What book known for changing mindsets would you like to read or reread? So I want to read this book called The Alchemist. I forget who it's by, but I heard that it helped like a lot of people change their actually not really change, but just like gain control of their emotions. They were able to better react to things and just kind of maneuver better throughout life because of the fact that they read this book. This book had so much information and knowledge, and I think I've heard it, like I've been encouraged to read it before, and I just never have. You get the 48 Laws of Power. You get all those like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You get all those like monumental ones that but this one is kind of like a little bit more low key, but still as important. So that's the one that I definitely want to read, which I will be reading soon. I'm still reading Charlemagne the God's book. Shout out to Charlemagne the God. What is it? What is it? Stop lying. A small talk sucks. Something like that. You guys can look on the Instagram, and I took pictures when I went to go get the book signed and stuff. So you guys can check that out. But yeah, I'm still reading that. But once I'm done that, that's my plan. Okay. How about for you?
All right. Right now I'm currently reading this.
Your drink as well. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. So basically, the current book I'm reading right now, right? It's a book about this lady called Thelma Wright, and
Thelma Wright from like the Black Panthers.
Yes.
Okay.
Trap Queens, and she was like known for being like the Queen Pin of Philly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. Yeah. She took the business from her ex-husband.
Right. So
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I'm interested in all types of just like
So I'm currently writing a script based on her book.
That's lit.
That's gonna be like my first film / TV series that I'm doing. Because up to this point, I've just been
Wow.
doing like all music videos and documentaries and things
Yeah.
like that.
No,
So now
that's
this is my
awesome.
first play. Yeah.
And
So
you
I
know,
decided to
and
make it a
to do it for
series.
that too.
Yeah.
For that to be it, you're in Philly, like, yeah, that's,
yeah.
oh, I'm excited
Yeah.
for you. That is that like breaking news?
Yeah, we
Did we
gonna start
break news
casting
on the
soon.
pod? We broke news on the pod,
Yeah,
guys.
breaking news. Yeah.
Shh, don't tell nobody. But no, I'm excited. That's awesome. I'm gonna audition for a role.
Okay.
I'm trying to get back into acting, guys, but
Okay.
I can't like
sure.
fully commit to like. So usually, if I want to do something and there's no opportunities provided for me, I just create my own lane,
Okay.
or like
It's a 90s
or Boogie
aesthetic,
creates
too.
a bunch of lanes, and I'll be like, he'll be helping me out, or we'll collab somehow. Like it's always like a lane that can be created, but I don't have time for film. Right, but I still kind of I did musical theater for like 5 years.
Yeah.
I did theater. I like it.
Definitely
So
gonna make time for it for sure.
yeah, it's a lot of
It's a
time.
90s
So I'm like,
aesthetic too, like
oh
based
yeah,
in the 90s. So
oh yeah,
gonna
for
look
sure.
up.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely.
8-ball jackets and all that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna try out for, but please believe y'all, and I will practice with you guys. Y'all will see me every week. I'll do like a little line on the pod, and y'all can let me know how I'm doing, and we're gonna get that role. We're gonna get that role. All right, whose turn is it? My turn or your turn?
It is. Well, you asked questions, so now it's my turn.
Okay.
All right, cool. What is your favorite non-sexual affectionate gesture in a relationship? A relationship.
So I was thinking, like, I had two things. I like when my man like pulls me close, like we're already snuggling, just pulls me closer, or like a forehead kiss.
Right, good.
Forehead kisses always make me blush. Yeah, I'm always like, ah. But yes, I don't know. I felt like sometimes the non-sexual gestures are like the most heartfelt.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it could be a gesture of like active service, or it could be just something like that, like how I named, or it could be like a gift. It could be anything.
Okay.
Anything that you appreciate.
Yeah. For me, I would say it's the look. Like I like a look of affection, like a woman would look at you and she's like, you know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
handsome.
yeah.
Like, stop.
Yeah, because you don't want to look at your man like this scowling, like,
Right.
you be like, what you looking at me like
yeah.
that for?
So it feels good, you know.
Yeah, okay. I like that's a good answer. That's a good answer. We both had good answers that were non-materialistic and actually just really genuine. So that was cool.
For sure.
All right, you guys let us know in the comments, what is your favorite non-sexual mode of affection? Like, what is your favorite thing that your spouse can do for you to make you feel just all special and cutesy and all that good stuff? Let us know in the comments, because we love to hear what you have to say. All right, I'm gonna pick the next one.
That question was crazy too, because it's like everything's so over sexualized. So I had to really think about something non-sexual. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it makes you have to think. Yeah, some of these questions are like really like this one. Is it possible to protect someone from themselves? Why or why not? So after we answer this, I'm going to tell you where I
Like
got
a
this
suicidal
from.
type thing? Like suicide?
There's no context. It's just protect themselves. It could be from suicide. It could be from self-sabotage. It could be from picking the wrong outfit. It could be from choosing the wrong man. It could be from picking the wrong job. It could be anything. Can you protect someone from themselves? And the way it's written, it's like protect. So that lets me know that the person wants to do harm in some form.
Right.
So it's like, what level of harm? Like, yeah. Right. So it's all up to interpretation.
You know what I think of when I hear that question. I would say is no. They have to be willing to like want to protect themselves. And the number one thing I think is like, I got a friend who's an alcoholic. You know? Shout out to you. No, I ain't gonna say his name. I'm just playing.
Not call about. Call about.
No, I never call him out. But no, basically, it'd be a problem, and I'll be always telling him all the time, bro, stop drinking so much. And then he always got these stories like, oh man, I got drunk and I passed out here. I did this. I lost money. This and that happened.
And then want you to feel sorry for him.
Yeah. And I'm like, just stop, just chill.
That is a terrible cycle of self-sabotage.
Yeah. He just take it way too far. So he just,
dang.
I can't get him to stop. What can I tell him? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you literally can't. And he doesn't want to be saved at this point. Like, he's like to the point where he's just like, in his way. And when people are ready to change, they'll change. Because people who want to change, they'll constantly like make little, even if it's small efforts, even if they're not perfect, they'll make the small efforts to change. But if they're denying they have an issue, we're nowhere near change. We just need to get to acknowledgement at this point. You know what I mean? Like, but everybody struggles with something. So no judgment. Everybody struggles with something. So it's just important, I guess, to be mindful and be aware of what you're struggling with. And that'll probably, you know what I mean? If you're open to what you have a problem with, you can be more open to help also, or more ways to help, to at least, moderate it. So I don't know. But you guys let us know.
Is it my turn?
Oh, yeah, it is your turn. But let us know in the comments, you guys. Do you think that you can protect someone from themselves? And I was going to say where I got it. So it's crazy because I was actually, I forget where I was. I don't know, downtown or Fishtown. We were out like a couple weekends ago. And I happened to see this like printed, like whenever I see these stamps, you ever see the stamps on the ground? It'll just be like on the sidewalk and like usually in Fishtown. I think it was in Fishtown. Okay. On the ground, and that's what it said. It said, "Can you save something from their stuff?" Something like that. And I was like, "Oh, this would be a dope question for the pod," because can you? If a person doesn't want to be saved, you absolutely cannot. Yeah. But you guys let us know in the comments if you think that you can save people from themselves. Let us know because we love to hear from you. And what you got going on? What you got for your question? Oh yeah, how do you like the pink drink? Also, give us a live review. This is the Ranting Raving. We do reviews too, so you can give your review on the toxic tea.
Make me want to keep sipping. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good.
Yeah, thank you.
You don't really taste the alcohol in it too much. It's sweet. It's nice. It's
very, you gonna feel it in a minute.
Is it a raspberry?
No, just peach and lemon. What it is,
a peach. Okay.
Peach and lemon. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, it's like it's nice. I like it. All right.
Good.
Lil Bootsy claims social media is the cause of today's generation failed relationships. Do you agree or disagree, and why?
Well,
talk to me. This is a good one.
Yeah, it really, really is. So I feel so many different ways about it. I do feel he does have a point because, and this was brought up on something else I was watching. I'm not sure what content. This was like a while ago. I was watching this content. And it was basically saying like, back in the day, your husband went to work at like, let's say he left out at 6, right? And he don't get home till like 6 or 7 or 8 at night. You don't have any communication with him all day. He just out at work doing what he has to do. You're at home with the kids doing what you got to do. And that's just what life is, right? There's no I miss you, which would kind of like, it'd be nice to I miss you. But there's also no nagging. There's also no like it gives you a chance to actually miss your significant other, right? When you don't necessarily like have access to them all the time. And I feel like social media grants access to everything at all times. If you are, let's say you're mad at your significant other, right? And it's 3 a.m. and y'all just in a fight. You just go on your phone and you start scrolling. You're more than likely going to see so many things to tempt you to do something that you know you will regret later, but it's in your face right there. And the algorithm knows you just fought with your girl. I know I talk about the algorithm like it's a living thing because it knows things. It knows. We all know it knows. So, we know why it knows whatever, but it still knows. And, let's say, and it'll just put it in your face and you'll be sitting here like fighting for your life to make the right decision, right? Because now you got all these girls on here and you're mad at your girl. Like I'm not saying that it's just like that easy, but I'm just saying that's just like an example of how it can happen. Like you now have so many things accessible to you all the time. And is that necessarily the best thing? I'm not saying it is or it's not, but I'm just saying like it's a question to be posed. Is it necessarily the best thing to have access to so many things at any given time? Anything you want. You can literally Amazon anything you want right now. Is that like a great thing that we have access to so much? And does that take away from the bountiness, the bountifulness of a relationship like that? That sticking through thick and thin, that not just up and leaving, that not just that the grass looks greener on the other side. There's an epidemic right now of like, I'm not gonna say epidemic. I'm gonna say there's there's commotion online about lesbians who are like meeting girls, and I don't know why specifically lesbians who are meeting women in other states and kind of just up and leaving and like moving with them to the next state, and then they end up like kind of in a screwed up situation,
Right.
because like clearly it's just like it's a bad joint, right? You know. Bad situation. So that's like a big thing right now, but that wouldn't even be possible if it wasn't for social media. Right. So these are all that's all my like thought process, you know. But what do you think?
I think a couple of different things. So I look at it like, for one, I think you're right about like it's a lot of temptation on social media for sure. My timeline is crazy. Like
as an artist,
sometimes I can't. I just try not to get on. Sometimes just if I want to stay focused, I won't even log on social media because it's just too much temptation on there.
I'll say in the entertainment business, like we're always gonna see. There's always gonna be that girl who's like, I'm just gonna take it up a notch today. You like,
right.
Oh God,
a whole lot going on.
Like okay, it's always just something that could. Yeah, I understand that. I've been trying.
The second thing is like comparisons. I'm sorry, like I feel like people in relationships, or even if they're single, they're always comparing to somebody else. You know what I mean? So they're comparing their relationship to someone else's relationship. You know
that's
what I mean?
True.
So,
that's so true.
Yeah.
That's a big one. And you know what sucks too? What really sucks about that is that we all know that people only show the highlight reels of their life on Instagram. So you're comparing your worst day or like a bad day to someone's like best day ever. Right. And it's not fair for you.
It's not fair.
I just wish, actually, we just shared a bunch of clips to the YouTube. So you guys check out the clips that should be circulating on YouTube. And we had a guest called an artist by the name of JV. And he was pretty much saying, something similar about that. I'm not going to get too much into it because the clip is circulating, but something similar. So I know that's a common thing for people to think. But I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know, the day gonna end. All right.
So I'll tell you one more thing. So how I felt it, right? Like the comparison thing for me personally, Moneybagg Yo and Ari. Every birthday that come around, he's buying G-Wagons, Mercedes, Lambos. I'm just looking like, dang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, kind of it hits you right here like, damn, I wish I could buy my significant other like a Maybach or a Lambo or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like I feel that.
Thing going like, you know.
I definitely feel that you feel like a little discouraged a little bit. A little bit. It just I feel that.
Especially the next year coming and he comes with another one. And I'm like, damn, I'm still trying to catch up to the last.
That's the last. You know what, everybody? Sure. You know, I'm a true believer, and what's meant for you won't miss you. So it don't, you know, when who knows? That's not my, you know, but whatever's meant for us to have, we're gonna have it. And we're going to have it when we need it and when we want it best and when we can appreciate it the most. Like, it's not going to just come. It's going to come in this proper time. I truly believe that if the work is put in and, you know, we're just being like, have a humble heart, hard working heart, and just, you know, keep our head down, just work hard and really stay focused. Yeah, we're going to get what we need. Yeah. We're going to get what we're going to get all the things our heart desire. I truly believe that. That's why I feel like that's why I feel like working hard is so important, because you're responsible for making it happen for yourself. And I might say I'm obsessed. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm not working hard enough. I need to do this. I need to do that. But like, I do a million things. So like, I just need to make sure that I'm like keeping up, I guess, the consistency of quality at this point. Cause now I'm doing everything to keep up the consistency of quality, because I'm telling you, everything is just right here. It's unfolding. But comparison is the death of joy. Do not be finding yourself out here comparing yourself to these people. It is. It really, really is. Like, there's no point. And everyone's life is different. Everyone, and the things that people like, you're like, oh yeah, they just did this, this, and this. And like, you don't even know what type of other issues they're dealing with. They might have a health issue that they're doing all this because these are their last days. Like, you don't even know. You just never know people's situations. So everybody stay in their lane. But what I was going to say was, I've been doing this thing, not even for a full week yet. But first 15 minutes of the day, I'll check the time, put my phone down for 15 minutes. Don't check anything. I don't care if I have to make a post to promote something. I don't care. I don't care what it is. That 15 minutes has to go, and I give gratitude during that 15 minutes, and I still give gratitude after my affirmations and stuff like that. But that first 15 minutes of just no screen, it really is doing something to my mental, something in a positive way. Because social media is draining, and I'm only on there for business purposes. You know what I mean? So. But when you can have that like moment where you're like, oh, I don't even care about this. Like it's also a dopamine fix too, because you get that dopamine rush first thing in the morning and it's dangerous. And now affects the rest of your day. Now you're constantly searching for your next dopamine rush. Whereas if you don't even indulge in that first one during the day in the morning, your day just goes regular. Wow. Yeah. And as a person with ADHD, you gotta regulate all that. You gotta regulate all that. So yep. But
makes a lot of sense.
Who's next?
Yep.
It's my turn. Okay, I was gonna say I forgot. I always forget too. All right. Can you be friends with your ex? So I think that the question probably really should have been is should you be friends with your ex? Because no, you shouldn't. You shouldn't get too friendly because your ex is your ex for a reason, right? And so if you're getting too friendly, getting too cozy, things might start to feel good because it feels familiar, but that's not always the best thing. Actually, you don't really grow when you're comfortable. You grow when you're uncomfortable. You grow when you're disciplined when you're uncomfortable. Like these are points where you don't want to be just like, oh, this is familiar, it feels right. No, it feels like you've already done it before. It feels safe. It feels like you're not coloring outside the lines at all. And it feels like this could be detrimental to whatever healing process that you had to go through after you were done here. Like, let's say you had to go to a crazy therapy, all this craziness, and it was like took you years to get over. And then imagine you like spinning the block. You know what I mean? And just causing yourself like that is self-sabotage. Do not do that. So I think that you could be friends with your ex, but I don't think you should be friends with your ex, especially if you're in a relationship at that moment. Even if you're not in a relationship at that moment, I still don't think you should, because like I said, it could backtrack you to where you've like come from, because clearly you had to bounce back and grow from that. So if it feels like it's going to pull you back, then you don't need that. That's negative. But what do you think? Because I'm like, I got strong opinions about that, I guess. I didn't know, but I guess I do.
I know. In my mind, I'm thinking like men and women, we look at the exes differently. You know what I mean? I feel like women tend to keep in contact with their exes more because like they need like some sort of safety net in a way. Like since like if things don't go right with my current boyfriend, I got him on standby. In some cases. You know what?
I know.
And then, for a man, I feel like we want to like hate you to get over you. So like all my exes, I gotta hate you to get over you. Yeah,
that's so crazy. So if you
bring her up, it's like I don't mess with her.
Yeah, you have nothing good to say.
Yeah,
but that's crazy about the woman.
Like
so what did you say about the woman? Repeat that again, because that's like I feel like that was kind of deep. You feel like they keep in touch with their ex for a safety net.
Yes.
So ladies, I'm gonna tell you something. If you keep in touch with your ex for a safety net, you're not giving your current relationship a chance to like fail or thrive. Like you're not giving
that people hate to be alone.
You can hate to be alone all you want, but you can't expect something to flourish if you're not putting 100% into it. Right. It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah. It could be like, I don't care. It could be pressing a button. If you're not pressing that button 100%, it's not going to go. It's just not going to. So if you're not putting 100% into your relationship, then you got to understand it's never going to work. And you're going to go back to that toxic ex. And it's just going to be the cycle because you never even gave yourself a chance to move forward. Right. You just always kind of stay stuck there. Right.
And I agree with you about the familiarity part. Like,
yeah, it gets comfortable. You're like,
oh, with the ex, you can go because you're familiar with that person.
Oh yeah. It's always like that. And that just is what it is. But we have, those are things we just have to be careful about, I feel
like women do that too because they don't want to have like too many sexual partners.
They do. They do. Mean? There's a lot of reasons.
Yeah. I feel like that happens sometimes. Because you don't want to take the risk with someone new. And you don't
trusting yourself with someone new and you're like, oh, I know that. Right. But it's like also, it's like if it's all like that, then get your little rose toy or something, okay? Because if it's like that, then you don't even need to be like you don't even need to be like sharing yourself with anyone yet. Like you just need to get yourself together. If you're like, I don't know, that's just how I feel personally. I'm not gonna go too hard. I just feel like, yeah, just from you just don't want to. If you're in a new relationship, give it a chance. Give it an actual chance. Because you holding on to something in the background, that's not, even if you don't, and if you can't be alone, that's probably a problem too, right?
That's a big problem.
Yeah. Because I remember there was a point when I did not love myself at all. Like, I would say I hated myself, in fact, at a certain point, and like I couldn't be alone. I always had to have friends over. I always had to have like, it was just like I had to have like people around me all the times. I could not sit by myself. And I feel like that's important. Like that's almost like when I kind of figured out, I was like, okay, I'm starting to like, fall back and have that self-love and start to gather that again when I was able to sit by myself. Because when you don't love yourself, when you just in the mix, you're going to want everybody around you to distract you from the fact that you hate yourself. So yeah. Ooh, that's words. Listen, let's go into words of wisdom.
Also, it could be because people have abandonment issues.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They don't like people leaving them. No matter who it may be,
That's true. And it could be unaddressed too. Yeah. So they might not even know they have that issue.
We're going Dr. Phil right now.
Right?
It's the black Dr. Phil, your host.
Listen, what I always tell y'all, don't be the local Dr. Phil, but today we tapped into some Dr. Phil moments because, I don't know, conversation got deep. Some questions on here got a little deep. So, but
it's my turn, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's keep going.
All right.
Is there a difference between love you and I love you?
Yes. So that is another one of those questions that's going crazy on the internet. Okay. You guys let us know in the comments if you guys think there is a difference between I love you and love you. But
what's your difference?
I don't really think there's a difference. I think it just depends on like if I'm doing something and someone says I love you, it's like, okay, love you. Like, I don't know, or love you. I say that when I get off the phone with like my parents, my kids, like I don't know. I say like love you. It doesn't take away the meaningness of the I love you. It's just like love you. It's just like a salutation to get off the phone.
For sure. For me,
but too. I just wanted like
response. Love you is like a response.
It's
like,
a response, right? Yeah. But it's like also in case this is my last time talking to you, I want you to know I do love you. So that sort of thing too. I don't know. I feel like people feel like, so the general consensus that I've got from the people online, the interneters, webbers, they think that love you is like a lazy version of I love you. Or it's like if a guy doesn't really want to tell you that he doesn't love you, but he doesn't want to not say I love you, he'll say love you. But I feel like it's one letter.
Nah, if me, I would say, I got love for you.
So that's some old slick crap. That's some old slicky Ricky crap. That's some old like 90s I got nothing but love for you, baby. Like what? Oh my God. All right, well,
your turn. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I can't even. I don't know, but y'all let us know in the comments because we clearly can't decide. I mean, actually, I decided. I know that it doesn't make any difference to me. Love is love.
Love for you, baby.
Yeah, he's on his like trying to play somebody. Probably y'all ladies watch out. He might be on his slick because he's trying to give you some slick words when really he could have just said love you. Right. All right.
No comment.
All right. So, before we get into the rest of these wild cards, because we're getting down to our last, I think we're down to the top 5. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have some more wild card subjects. We have Pick a Struggle. And why don't you guys check out this Ranting Raving review? In the meantime, we'll be right back.
Stay away from the Diddy baby oil. No, I'm just kidding.
Welcome back to another Ranting Raving review with your girl Pinkley. Today I am bringing you a review of La Bus in East Falls. Upon entry, you're hit with an incredible aroma of freshly baked bread, teasing your senses. Now we came in and the place was pretty empty, so we figured, hey, the server will have plenty of time for us. It's going to be an awesome experience. Stay with me on this. We started off with sparkling water, which came with some amazing fresh bread, the bread we smelled earlier. And we kicked off our meal with the summer passion sangria. This thing was made perfect. Absolutely delicious. Then we ordered the roasted portobello sandwich. It had pesto, red peppers, arugula, and melted cheddar. And honestly, it was a disappointment. As you can see, it was drowned in arugula. There was barely any mushroom, and the bread was just way too thick. And to make things worse, we opted for a Caesar salad on the side, which for whatever reason was incredibly salty. So we decided to get a side of fries, and thankfully those were crispy and not overly salted. Now here's where things really went downhill again. We ordered another Caesar just to see if maybe the first was a fluke, but nope, still salty. At this point, I'm getting salty too. I also ordered the cauliflower bites, which were perfectly crisp, but the sauces, total miss. I waited so long for replacement sauces that my food got cold. The sauces to avoid: mango curry, cucumber yogurt, and the chili sriracha. Hard pass on those. But not everything was bad. The highlight of the meal, definitely the horseradish slaw. Just the right amount of kick, with that traditional slaw flavor running right through it. Now you might be wondering, well, you said the restaurant was empty. Why did the cauliflower have to get cold? Who knows, but hey, it happens. Even though I had my frustrations, I still encourage you to go check out La Bus and see how your experience goes. Let us know if you give it a try or if you already have. We'd love to hear from you. On my level up, I can feel me level up. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Ranting Raving Podcast. I'm your host, Pink Lee. I hope you guys enjoyed that Ranting Raving review that we had for you guys. So listen, we still have a couple more wild cards, so I'm going to get into this next one. All right. Oh, what is your view on reality TV?
That's crazy.
That's interesting.
It's funny you mentioned that because I'm shooting a reality show right now.
What?
Right?
See, bet on yourself, y'all. Yeah. So let us know about it, so we can so we know what to look out for.
Okay, it's called the Real Tone Setters of Philly, and it's based on like a group of 15 people from Philly that's all tone setters in their own field. So we got one girl, like she's like the dance queen of Philly, and she's just amazing with the dance skills, crazy. We got like a few rappers that's really major out here, a couple party promoters. We got DJ Ant Lava. I don't know if you remember him from back in the day. He used to do the Club Jones and everything.
You know, that name just
always. Shay Mack is in it. I don't know if you know Shay Mack. He's a big influencer out here, comedian.
Shay Mack. The name sounds familiar.
Shay Mack, yeah.
J Mack or Shay Mack?
Shay Mack.
Shay Mack,
real super animated.
Definitely probably
crazy.
Heard of him. Yeah.
Talk real crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't repeat.
That's good for reality show then. So.
Yeah, so it's gonna be dope. But my thoughts on reality shows is like I was telling you earlier off camera about the girl Dom and the baddie getting her tooth knocked out. So my question to you is gonna be like how far is too far? Like to you know what I mean? To the point a girl get her tooth knocked out, and then they like showing people the tooth on camera.
To be honest, going on baddies, you've already gone too far.
Yeah.
Wanting to go on baddies, you need a reset.
That is true.
We need to do a little reset if you want to go on baddies. It's just not. It's just I don't know. Like the people who are on there, this is what they've decided. They've already decided they're gonna do. They're willing to do whatever it takes. No matter how much of a fool they have to look, no matter how many people they have to fight, no matter how many teeth they have to get knocked out, no matter what the humiliation, whatever the embarrassment is, they're going to do it because they've already decided that what their little situation is, how they're going to get into how they're going to make their money in terms of this influencer game. And they've already decided that they're going to be like one of the baddies. So you already know what that entails. And if that's what you do, then that's what you do. Everybody is not created the same. So not everybody wants the same things. That's what they want. That's what they have. But for me, that's way too far. Like, again, if I'm just like, I was thinking about trying out for baddies. Like, for what? Like, for what reason could I ever, I'm just trying to think like of any, couldn't even think of a reason attached to a reason for me to ever go on there. And like I said, no shade to the girls who do go on there because that's what they're about though. Like that's their, they want that persona. Like, you know what I mean? That's what they go on there for, to even back the persona a little bit more, to have that, well, I'm a baddie. I survived the whole, I tried to watch one episode of it because for Meatball, because I find Meatballs, shout out to Meatball. Yeah. Come on the show. I'm gonna hit your DM. But, yeah, I'm forever calling somebody out. Like, I'm gonna hit your DM and will, right. and will. But yeah, I don't know. I watched it for Meatball for real, and I couldn't get through the episode. It's so scattered. It's just like it's just fighting. It's no structure. There's no like. it's like back in the day when I used to watch Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
At least they had a little script. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You come in, Jocelyn, walk in, Marley. What are you, Marley the maid? Ho, why is you here? Like just different things like that. You knew the whole script to set up. There is no script. There is no setup. So for me, that lets me know reality TV is even getting lazy with it. They're just counting on like the reaction from the fights to carry the ratings enough to where it's like we don't even need dialogue. What's dialogue? Who cares? So
Yeah.
but I think that maybe you're the tone setters.
Yeah, tone setters of Philly.
Tone setters of Philly reality
right.
show might revamp reality TV for us. Maybe we'll be interested in it again because I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna support. I'm gonna definitely check it out. So, and you guys do the same. And do you have a tentative?
But
date?
it's funny because we have issues too. Well, we currently we're currently taping. We got like 3 episodes done.
Okay.
So we gotta do like about 5 more, and then we're gonna like release it, out on Tubi.
Okay, Tubi's the way to go. See, Tubi, we have this discussion every other episode. Tubi, cut the check. There's cut the check because you see all my people. You see my people do when they come in to mess with your platform, and I'm going to review it. I'm going to watch it, review it, and talk about it on the show. So Tubi, I always review Tubi movies because I'm trying to support the indies.
For sure.
Right, but Tubi doesn't want to pay me.
Already clashing too, kind of.
Right, but Tubi needs to pay me.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. So I don't know. You might see some stuff.
It's some craziness on there.
Yeah, they getting a little catty. The females are getting a little catty on there.
Okay, so you know what? But that makes for a good reality TV show.
Yeah, like natural cattiness too. It's like
so it's not even like no salt thrown in. Y'all not like saying so and so said this, so and so said that.
I'm gonna tell you something that went on off camera. Like we have a guy. His name is Crowd Pleasers. Shout out to Crowd Pleasers. He's like one of the top break dancers out in Philly, right? But he's like a single. Well, I don't know if he's single. I think he is. He's a single father, right? So he got like I think he got like 3 little kids, but he always bring them with him all the time. You know what I mean? He always have him with him because he's a single father. But he smokes. You know what I'm saying? So
cigarettes or
no, he smokes weed.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Around his kids. You know what I mean? So one of the girls from the cast was like, I'm about to be a state trooper and I'm doing some things. It's bad for my image. Certain people got to stop smoking in front of their kids.
Ooh.
Right? So it's a group chat, all the cast members. So like probably 15 minutes later, now it's a video chat coming up. And I'm like, who's video chatting? It gotta be the guy, Crowd Pleasers. So he's all pissed off. Don't nobody tell me what to do with my kids. It's my business. She talking this DHS stuff. So it's like
now she got DHS involved. Lord.
She's like, it's illegal to smoke in front of your kids, and if DHS see this on tape, they could take the kids.
Oh my God.
So this is just like stuff
we worried about his kids.
We not even writing it. It's coming out. So I'm just like, wow. So I'm like, hey, save it for the camera. Because this is like a group chat. You know what I'm saying? So I just show you like things. Because people. When you put people in a room with different personalities, you never know what can happen.
You never know. If y'all know, like I know, y'all are going to be looking out for the tone setters of Philly because that sounds juicy. Okay. And like you said, there's no spicing behind the scenes. This is just all the way kind of how the cookie crumbles. So we can't wait to see it. We can't wait to support. All right. So we're going to do 2 more wild cards and then we're going to get into our pick a struggle portion, which I'm very excited about because I don't know. I feel like you had some different answers than I expected for some. So the pick a struggle, I feel like you're going to eat those up. All right. Be right. Let's see.
Okay, it's on you.
If you could learn what if you could learn one answer to one secret of life, what would it be and why? So, I wanted to know the first thing that came to my mind, and I'm not sure if I want to know this the most or if it's just the first thing that came to my mind. But the first thing that came to my mind was kind of like the reason for life. Because everyone has their own interpretation on what it is. Like some people go by, the Bible says this, so we contribute this, we chalk it up to it being this. Or people have like whatever. There's so many different beliefs, but what is the real meaning of life? And is it up to interpretation for each of us, or is it just one general blanket thing for everyone?
Well, you gotta read that again. That's too deep. Wait, so read it one more time.
So basically, okay. What if you could learn the answer to just one secret of life? What would it be and why? So it could be anything from like where's Jimmy Hoffa to whatever.
Okay.
Like whatever.
Man, so if I could just find out,
Or
about
it could be like a family secret. It could be anything. Yeah, any secret that you ever wanted to know about life that you just didn't know. Like, what would that be? Told
the
you
biggest one for me is which religion is the correct religion when you die?
That's deep.
Because I'm Muslim, and what if the right religion is Hinduism? Or what if the right religion is Christianity? Who knows?
It's
and
so
then
crazy.
And there's so many different people with different religions, so it's like I don't know how many Christians. What if they're all wrong? So that means all the Christians are going to hell. And what if all the Muslims are wrong? Is all the Muslims on earth going to hell?
What if everybody's
Who
right?
knows?
What if everybody's calling the same thing different names? I don't know.
So I don't know.
You just really never know.
You know. And then how do you know like which one is the right one? How do you like no?
So I feel like for me, when you
like, it's not like God comes to you like, look, be a Christian.
No,
or you're going to hell.
He
like,
doesn't.
You don't know. You don't know for real. Until you die, you don't know.
You
know
don't
I mean?
know, but I feel like there's like I feel like there's like a, I don't know. I feel like there's a faith thing.
Is there a heaven?
Yeah, I feel like that's a faith thing, right? I feel like there's something you feel like if you are in a religion, no matter what that religion is, there's like a certain, you feel something, right? It's not just like an empty religion. It's not just like, oh, you feel something. Like when I pray, I feel like I'm like, oh, I'm talking to God. Like, like, woo.
Yeah, I do.
Invigorated, like, woo. Like, you know what I mean? That was a good little prayer. Like, so you feel like you actually feel passion or something behind it. If you didn't feel anything, that's when I feel like maybe you had the wrong one. Cause like well, not all the religions, but a lot of the religions are so similar in the book. You know what I mean? Whatever book that may be, is so similar that it's like, what if this is all just one big misunderstanding, and we really are just all talking about the same God, the same prophet, the same whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just there's too many. That's one of those things. It's one of those like. Yeah. Too much to think into because you'll go down a rabbit hole and start driving yourself crazy. You'll be one of those like crazy. Really did you know about this though? Because those conspiracy theories.
And then the people that were born before Jesus Christ and that were before Muhammad, what did they practice?
Wait, who's before them?
Christians practiced before Jesus Christ.
They weren't Christians. People. They weren't.
Yeah,
Christians.
That's what I'm saying. So
they practice what is it? The Old Testament stuff, like Hebrew stuff.
Hebrew, okay.
I'm not saying it right, but y'all know Old Testament. Yeah, before Christ. But yeah, there was like a way of life.
It's just deep.
There was a way. It is deep though. It is a deep though. But I've like some of these questions I've already asked myself. That's why I'm answering them because like I'm like that. That's why that question interested me because I'm looking.
Because shouldn't Adam have came with the whole blueprint? Like, look, this is the religion. I'm the first man here. Look, we all gonna follow this.
Yeah, but then he was like swayed already. He couldn't even stand. He couldn't even stand on business. He was already swayed by whatchamacallit.
How we know that really happened? I'm getting too deep.
No, I was gonna say every woman knows that time of the month that we know why Eve did what she did. We suffer. We suffer. That's from Eve.
I get that.
That's from Eve. Yeah, Eve, like she didn't even care about us. She was like, oh, I don't care. I don't care. She didn't. I'm made from Adam. I'm his rib. Who are you? That's how she treated us because she don't care about us. But all right. So you have the last wild card. It is on you. And actually, hold on. I think this is important for the guests. You guys in the comments, let us know if you could learn the answer to one life secret. What would it be? Because this ended up being an interesting conversation. So you guys let us know in the comments because we'd love to hear from you.
Okay, what's something surprising you've learned about yourself within the past year? Oh, me? I'm first. Okay.
Oh, either one.
Right.
Either one.
You go first. As ladies
right.
first.
Yeah. I don't be paying attention, y'all. Like, I don't be paying enough attention to what's going on around me. At all. No, I just don't, right? But like, I know now, so I'm like practicing awareness, but like, I just was not, I do not be paying attention.
What do you mean, like in case of danger or?
I just don't be paying attention, okay? I'm not gonna say like my life was at risk, but kinda. Like, I don't know. I don't pay enough attention to detail. Like if there was a car following me previous to like a couple months ago, if there was a car following me, I probably wouldn't even pick up on it. Yeah, like, I'm just like, oh, the weather's great. Oh, I need to make that post later. Gonna write that song. Pink drink. Like, I'll just be like, whatever. Like, I don't even know. Be in my own world. Like, but yeah, that's something I realized. But I'm happy I realized it so I can fix it. 'Cause I'm working on fixing it, like in the process. But that is a really crazy thing to realize that, like, you just don't be paying attention. That's just the best way I can put it. Like, you just don't be paying attention. Like, girl, pay attention. But how about for you?
Oh man, it's a deep one.
You said that's deep. I know.
I'm surprised when you learned about it. All right, so what I can think on the top of my head is like, I used to be petty, but now I'm not. I'm less petty.
That's good. No,
Shout out
that's good.
to me on
No.
improvements.
Honestly,
So let me elaborate, right? Mm-hmm. So I used to be the type of guy, like, if I shoot with you, I shoot a video or something for you, and then you shoot with somebody else, I might unfollow you. I might not. I ain't messing with the boy. The boy,
that's crazy.
He don't want to shoot with me. Yo, I'm done with the boy. I don't even want to see him on my list.
Crazy.
That's crazy, right? That's super petty, right? So I had to stop back. I had to sit back and reflect, like, Plex, first of all, people want different vibes. They might not want what you offer all the time. You know what I mean? You know, they might want something different, number one. And number two, you know, you just got to do the best job you can do. And then if they rock with you, they rock with you. If they don't, then they don't. You know
I'm going to tell you what I think that comes from. I think that comes from passion behind your work. Because if somebody goes to tell me that they rather go buy a whole bottle of liquor over a pink drink, I'm going to just be like, oh. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to say too much, but I'm going to just be like. Worse.
Like, if you go to somebody else and it's trash, I'm just sitting back like.
No. That's different.
You should have shot with Plex. You should have shot with Plex. See,
I feel like.
Look at you. Your joint fuzzy. Your noise only your joint. You got a 2K, not a 4K.
Not
it ain't right. So it's giving it, you should have shot with Plex.
You should have shot with Plex. But as like
now. So, because that happened, I seen an artist. She even came to me with the idea. She was like, I want to shoot like a band vibe, like an open mic. Because, you know, people doing an open mic, like closed room vibe, like, what do you call that? Little tiny desk. They doing that. So she wanted to recreate that. And I said, all right, cool. You know, we just got to rent the studio, put it together. And then she went and just shot it with somebody else. You know what I mean? So usually I'd be like, damn, that's corny, you know. But now I just sat back and was like, hey, man, I wish her the best. You know?
And also know that they learn their lessons as well.
Yeah.
They learn their lessons. You get what you pay for. And as an artist.
It's whack, too. I shared it to you offline.
Oh, yeah, I want to see, too. I want to see.
Yeah,
but
it was a hot mess. I was cracking up. But I was like, you know, hey.
Sometimes you got to learn. You got to learn those lessons, though. Because if you don't go deal with the bobo person, then they'll never respect your work. Oh, yeah. Because they'll think, oh, anyone can do that until you go think anyone could do that. And then, very true. Yeah. So sometimes those lessons need to happen. That's how it was with studio time. Mm-hmm. Like, shout out to Mixed by Brent. Shout out to Diego, the plug, because I'm telling you, I used to be in so many different living rooms and basements and I'm just like, this ain't gonna work. Like, I don't care what plugins you have, sir. Like, this not gonna work. And
another thing I learned too, and within the past year, is things are not as easy as they may seem. Like, you jump into something thinking you can just do stuff, and then you wind up finding out, like, I gotta really study this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
You know, so yeah,
I agree. Yeah. That is something to keep in mind, and it doesn't matter what aspect of life you're talking about. It's just like, it's so much to be studied, so much to be learned, and Boogie Mandela has a good quote. And shout out to Gretchen Lees, because we were just saying this quote today earlier. Life is all about trying to figure it out. As soon as you got it all figured out, you be trying to figure out what you figured out. Right. That is like quote of the century, like literally, because as soon as you think you know, you realize you don't know anything. That's true. But yeah,
that's so true.
Yeah, and as long as you can admit that, I feel like there's room for growth. The moment that you feel like you know everything, you can't grow anymore. So we're gonna get to. Did you like the wild card segment?
Oh, I loved it. It was dope.
Yeah,
It was
made you
really
think
good
a little
question, too.
bit.
Yeah,
Awesome, awesome. That's our whole thing. We
Very
want to
thought-provoking.
good. That's what we want. That's what we want. We want to get inside the brain cells. But we're about to get into our last segment, which is pick a struggle. I'm gonna let you go first, obviously, because you're our guest.
I hate struggling. Why would I pick a struggle?
You got to.
I remember butter and sugar and rice and
Oh.
syrup sandwiches.
Syrup. Well, so what does that entail exactly? The syrup sandwich. Is that just like the bread and just the
never
syrup?
had a syrup sandwich?
No.
Man, you missing out.
No, I'm not. Because that sounds crazy. I'm not even like, I got to be in the mood for pancakes. So it's like,
Oh, man.
So what is it? Is it literally just bread and syrup though?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sop it up on the plate.
You know what I don't mind? Mayo and tomato
Mayo and tomato.
with lettuce. That's good. Add a little cucumber. That's a whole sandwich. But all right, go ahead. Pick your struggle.
All right,
It's only 2 struggles, so.
All right. This is the power hand, right?
Yep. You can pick whatever one.
Would you? Oh man, jail question. I had a homie. Every time he get a chance, he talk about how he was in jail.
Oh my God!
You know,
I know
like,
people like that. That is crazy.
Oh
They
my
love
God.
it.
I'd be like, bro. Okay, we know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have something else that happened in your life other than jail. Like, you know. All right. Would you rather be in jail for selling drugs or out on the street hooked on drugs, and why? Oh, man, please.
It's the highlight of his
Selling
life.
bananas.
That's crazy.
Shit, yeah. That's a good question too, because you know a lot of people say that about the rap scene now. They say that like a lot of artists back in the day, it was about selling drugs. And now these artists today are all about using drugs.
Yeah.
Like Future is a great example of that.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
it's
I'm
so
saying?
crazy because
Like,
he doesn't
sound
do
high
it.
every song. I can't listen to Future too much.
Really?
Because it's too dreary.
So I'll keep it real with you. I don't like Future at all. I don't listen to his music. But you know he doesn't do any drugs.
Don't it sound like that though?
That's why I don't listen to it. That's why I don't listen to it. But I want you to know he doesn't do any drugs. He just encourages everyone else to do them. He don't even drink. He don't smoke. He don't smoke. He don't drink. He doesn't do anything. He just encourages everyone else to do it. I just want to make that be known that a lot of our favorite artists who are encouraging us to get tore up or whatever the case is, they're sober. Okay. Yeah. Sober and celibate. So
I think there's a hidden agenda behind that.
Yeah.
Too, for sure.
It is a hidden agenda. Yeah. It is a hidden. I don't even think it's a hidden agenda. I think it's just an agenda at this point. We know what it is. It's to bring us down to our lowest point so we don't reach our full potential and we don't like really unify and make anything of ourselves. But
so what would you rather be in jail for? You first.
So I could take it either way because I could look at it as if you're in jail, right? How long are you in jail, right? Because what if you're like throwing the rest of your life away? That's number one. And then number two, what if you get so accustomed to jail that you just keep going back because you don't know how to act on the outside anymore? So now you just like from that one time, now you just turned out, you just keep going back to jail. And then I think about it's like so much paranoia to think about. Then on the user side, you can always go to rehab and get clean, but you're always going to be tempted by this thing. Right. And if you don't change like people, places and things, and you can get you can get clean and fall right back into it. Although you don't necessarily have the jail time hanging over your head. So you don't have that risk of getting like accustomed to going to jail. So I feel like either way, I could take it either way. I didn't really decide, but I feel like either way, I could go either. I could like make reason for either side. I can make reason for either side.
Which one?
Or just put it
jail for selling drugs or out on the street hooked on drugs.
Put a 1 on one option and put a 3 on the other option, and I'm just gonna tell you 3. What is it?
Man. Jail, no jail.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Obvious. All right, lock me up. Damn. Lock me up.
You ever been locked up before?
No.
Oh, see,
but I'm just thinking about. No, but I'm just thinking about Kensington.
If you would not. You'd be like,
I don't know. Jail versus
to be outside high as fuck.
Kensington.
You hear me? Oh man, look.
Kensington.
For me, I'd rather be out high as a kite. I'm telling you.
I don't know.
So I'll give you my one jail experience I had. Right.
Don't be like Bull.
So I'm gonna make it short and sweet. Basically, I'm gonna pick out on the street hooked on drugs. Even though that's terrible, I wouldn't want to do that. But just that jail is so horrible that I just wouldn't want to do that for
Anything besides jail.
Yeah, overside that.
I believe you. So we gonna be fiends.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm not going to Kensington.
So I had my own dental lab at one point because I tell you I do dental, and I was tagged up with my brother. We was partners, and he breaks up with his girlfriend one day, takes all his stuff out of the house and brings it to the office and sets it up, and then leaves. Leaves me there with the stuff, TVs, all kinds of stuff.
Oh my God!
So she
household items.
Yeah, she come in there with two grown kids. They start trying to turn up on me, and
oh my God.
And I don't want to say too much, but long story short, I wound up getting arrested because
for like
maybe a
yourself?
weapon allegedly a weapon was drawn. Allegedly, I don't know. I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna let nobody just press me like that. Allegedly there was a weapon involved. So but everything got dismissed and stuff. But I did spend 2 months in jail. And it was terrible. It was like
sometimes you gotta stand on business. That was standing on business. Like you're not gonna come in my place of business and punk
try
me.
To take my stuff out.
Yeah. Absolutely, you have to stand up for yourself.
I was big on that, standing up. So, but that's when I learned there's no self defense in Pennsylvania. That's a whole nother episode, y'all. This is a Commonwealth state. So if you shoot somebody, you don't got no license or something, it don't matter. You still going to jail for it, even if they were trying to kill you. You know what I mean? So because there's no self defense here. But yeah, so it's just horrible. The conditions was horrible. Like food's horrible. Just pretty much being locked in the cell for like at one point I was locked in the cell for like 23 hours a day, locked in the cell. Only get to come out and eat and shower. And you locked in the cell. And there's 3 people in the cell I was in. Well, 3 people total. Yeah, so and the cell is like about the size of a parking space.
That's
so yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, so
and they're like, lock my body can't trap my mind easily. Explain what we adapt to crime, and they're going crazy. Man, telling you, I'd rather die enormous than live enormous.
People cutting hairs for honey buns.
Oh my God, it's a sick place, gag city.
It's a barter system in jail. You know about the barter system?
I love a good barter system on here.
Yeah,
like if you want to, if you
oodles
want to
and
drink,
noodles,
I don't know.
Oodles and noodle soups. So they'll be like,
oh no, I know. I watch the movies.
Okay.
I watch Tubi
for a sugar cookie.
Yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah,
Tubi cut the check because I watch Tubi, so I know all about that stuff. I see it all the time. They do cakes.
Yeah,
I see it all. I saw it. Okay,
I was
Tubi
coffee because I felt like it's an addictive.
So there was this girl on TikTok who was obsessed with that. She was like showing all the ways, like how.
Oh yeah, I had creamers, hazelnut.
She basically would show how powerful coffee was, how she could trade it for other things.
Yeah.
And I thought about it. And I was like, if I went to jail, I would want to sleep. Like, knock me out. I don't want to be awake. I don't want to be around. I don't want to be in the mix. Like,
that's true. Yeah.
Knock me. Why I want to be first thing in the morning, chipper, walking.
Definitely want to sleep through it.
Yeah, like knock me out. Give me some Benadryl every day and just call it a day. But yeah, so I'm gonna pick the last pick a struggle card. We got into that.
Okay.
Okay. Listen closely, okay? Because this is a very intricate question. All right. You guys in the audience, you guys listen too, because I want to know your thoughts in the comments. Would you rather be a super successful mainstream musician who has multiple accolades and no privacy, or a super successful indie musician, have more privacy, but no mainstream accolades, but ownership of everything? You have ownership of all your masters, all that kind of publishing. Both bank accounts are similar in dollar amounts. So pretty much, you could be the star, the name, the mainstream name,
right.
Have no privacy, but have all the money, the accolades, the stardom, right? Or you could be the indie artist with like little to no attention, similar money, right? Privacy, but no mainstream accolades.
Right.
And I feel like this hits different for you because you're a videographer.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a tiny different. It's a little bit different.
You first? First.
No, go ahead. Yeah, I want to hear I'm just
okay. As far as like accolades, I gotta just base it on myself and how I am, right? Mm-hmm. So how I came in the game, wanting to be independent, wanting to purchase all my own equipment, start my own production, and kind of be the head of my own thing. So when it does blow up and it goes to scale, I'm in ownership of it. You know what I mean? So I definitely would choose ownership over like being a big star. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what the cut is going to be, and then you know with the music game they're giving you basically a big loan.
Yeah.
And then if you don't recoup that loan, you're pretty much not even receiving any money at that point. So you can be a big star and broke, which is crazy. You know what I mean? Millions of people know you, and you know. There's one thing I always say, like, I want $1 million, not 1 million followers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my main thing. That's how I come across. So definitely, and then plus, because like cats like Nipsey Hussle, who just taught us the game. Like, you know, I was listening. I'm a big Nipsey Hussle fan.
Rest in peace, Nip.
Yeah, rest in peace, Nip. And that's what he talking about: independence, owning your own masters, and then like. So I look at owning your own masters as a videography sense. It's like having ownership of what you do. You know what I mean? So I could shoot somebody else's production, or I can shoot my own production and then be the owner. You know?
Yeah,
that's my choice.
You have options. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot, and I agree with you. For this one, I definitely agree that I would want the privacy. Because like as soon as you have kids and you get kids involved, like
for sure,
you think I feel so like crazy about every time someone like Cardi B. I'm gonna say Cardi B because she's like a loudmouth, and someone once told me this: outgoing people when they fall, you don't get that sympathy as like the quiet reserved people. You don't. Someone told me this, and I know it to be true. When you're like loudmouth and you happen to like fall or fail, people like root for you to fail harder. They want you to, because oh yeah, she was just so loud and yeah, girl, now what? Like they're praying for your downfall. So the things that they say about her kids, and I personally think her kids are adorable. I don't think that there's like ugly children. Like I don't think that's like a thing, right?
They call kids ugly? Wow.
Are you kidding? Oh my God! Yes, they call the kids ugly. They call the kids.
The only thing I see is about the Offset cheating all the time. That's
oh my God! No, and it's not just her too. It's anyone who's ever posted their kid, any celebrities, Beyonce, all of them. They have these trolls who break these kids down, like, and it's like, to me, that type of like, they don't deserve that. They're literally kids. They don't. I mean, granted, they'll probably never see it, but still, it doesn't deserve to be in the atmosphere. Like, it just still, it's just weird. Why would you want to downplay somebody's kid? You know, so I feel like that privacy, somebody like that would probably get to me. People saying like, oh, like, imagine you take an off picture of your kid and your kid looks like this. Like, oh yeah, the baby has Down syndrome. Now it's a rumor going around that your kid has Down syndrome because of like an off picture. That's how fast what Charlamagne the guy always says it. No one believes the truth when the lie is more entertaining.
That's true.
It's that sort of thing. Like, they're going to make up all these things. Like, there's a whole rumor that Beyonce's son, that no one sees him because he's autistic. And it's like, if he's autistic or he's not autistic, what you think, that he's going to be in the basement for life? Like, she doesn't like us to see her kids, her personal life. So why would she? I think people just, I don't know. That privacy really stuck out to me in that question. To me. Because if the money's the same, I don't need all those pats on the back. They all fake anyway. Let's really have the privacy and have the ability to like have some type of, normalcy when it comes to life and raising kids and stuff like that. I feel like that's more valuable. But all right, so that was the end of Pick and Struggle. Okay. So you survived the Ranting Raving Podcast. I'm so glad you came on. Is there anything that you want to leave the people with before we end off?
Follow me, SHOTS by PLEX, at SHOTS by PLEX on Instagram. Definitely hit me up if you're into, shooting videos. Hit me up. I'm definitely a plug for a lot of different things. So like, if you want to add like Lamborghinis to your video, if you want to add, like different film studios with different, like crazy high end, high production sort of looks, then, get at your boy.
Oh, so we can get the pink Lambo.
You get the pink Lambo. I got a white one too, and the red one.
Nah,
I got photos.
Nothing hit like pink. All right, we'll definitely be in touch. About that. Sure. But thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you guys so much for rocking out with us. I do appreciate it. Make sure you are subscribed to Stereotype Radio on YouTube so you can check this episode out, other episodes, and all of the cool, funky clips we have coming your way. We'll also do like giveaways and just events. And, Ranting Raving's coming up on a year. So, we're just not going to let that slide past. So you guys stay tuned for what we have in store, just stay posted. Also, make sure you're following the Ranting Raving Podcast on Instagram, as well as your host, Pinkley, HIPINKKLEE. And make sure you're following Stereotype Radio on Instagram as well, because we always got something going on, campaigns, all types of stuff. If you're an artist looking to grow your streams, looking to grow your audience, looking to grow, just to level up, tap in with Stereotype Radio, because I promise you they're gonna help you do just that. So yeah, you guys, I don't even know what to say anymore, because
will you have me back here again?
Of course.
Y'all heard that,
yeah.
right? Y'all heard that. It's on record. It's taped.
Yeah, I would probably say something like, take care. Have a good life. Something like that if you weren't welcome back. Like, there would be some sort of like finality in my phrasing. But no, you good. You
curve.
good.
That's a good curve.
Yeah, you're good. You're super good. We should have you back whenever your reality show drops, and you can bring maybe some cast members.
Oh, dope.
And we can do like something like, I don't know, I'll theme it out.
Okay.
I'll theme it out. We'll do something cool. For sure. Yeah, because we want to be involved with the Philly movie scene for sure.
Absolutely.
We're trying to get our,
blowing up crazy.
Yeah, it is, because Philly is.
People got billboards now.
The billboard is one thing. I'm excited about the work ethic. I'm actually seeing like movies every couple months. I'm seeing so like, and I'm watching them and I'm reviewing them, and Tubi still hasn't paid me. That is crazy. Tubi, we're going to get you together. Yeah, because y'all owe me a check. All right. Yeah, but thank you guys. Yeah, cut it. Everybody tells y'all that everyone backs me up. Cut the check. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. We'll see you guys next week. And make sure you guys stay locked in, because once you locked in, ain't no switching up. We'll see you next week.